This is a war against COVID. It is not over. We are very much in the middle of the battle.
As cases skyrocket in Idaho, some hospitals are running out of beds and even more are running out of staff. That has led officials to turn to what they're calling the last resort, rationing health care.
As millions of children start the school year, the U.S. setting an alarming new record. More than 252,000 children diagnosed with COVID last week, the highest number of pediatric cases since the pandemic began.
We're calling this the fourth wave, but it has certainly been by far the most impactful surge, really hitting at children and adolescents.
In Texas, where the number of children hospitalized with COVID hit an all-time high over the weekend, 11-year-old Levi Quartucci tested positive a few days after going back to school, then spent 4 days in a hospital bed.
It just felt horrible throughout the whole time.
He's now recovering after fighting for his life.
I would say to take it seriously and to protect yourselves from what can be a really dangerous and awful disease.
Hospitals across the country are now calling for help, and the Department of Defense is answering, sending military medics to support Alabama, Arkansas, and Idaho. Idaho's governor calls it an unprecedented point in the state's history. The health department now activating crisis standards of care for at least 10 hospitals, warning residents they could face long wait times. Doctors say this time around the surge feels and looks different.
We don't have to have these patients in our ICUs. Every single patient that I've seen in the intensive care unit has been unvaccinated, and they're also younger.
Growing backlash over how the governor of Texas is defending the state's new abortion law, which makes no exception for rape or incest.
I find Governor Abbott's comments disgusting.
During a signing ceremony Tuesday for the state's new voting restrictions, a reporter asked Governor Greg Abbott about the new abortion law and its impact on rape victims.
Rape is a crime, and Texas will work tirelessly to make sure that we eliminate all rapists from the streets of Texas by aggressively going out and arresting them and prosecuting them and getting them off the streets.
According to the FBI, in 2019, more than 9,000 rape incidents were reported in Texas. Only 1,100 of them were committed by a stranger. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez slamming Governor Abbott last night for saying Texas will eliminate all rapists from the streets.
These aren't just predators that are walking around the streets at night. They are people's uncles, they are teachers, they are family friends.
Governor Abbott has not called on lawmakers to take up any new rape prevention legislation, but he defended the abortion law's lack of exemption by saying rape victims will still have the chance to terminate their pregnancy.